Hi there. Happy
Hi.
holidays from the Gaming Stooges.
Huh?
What?
What? Why?
What are you confused about?
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because it's December, Landon. That's when holidays happen.
Don't holidays happen all year round?
Shut up. Anyway,
Okay.
anyway, it's the Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa season, and we're gonna talk about ice levels that we like. Much like in October, we talked about spooky levels we liked. Ice levels.
Well, winter-themed levels.
Or winter-themed levels, yeah. They don't have to be ice, I guess.
Quote unquote.
They don't have to have ice. Ice and or winter doesn't matter.
Cold.
Cold.
As Justin would put it, oh boy, an ice level.
Were he here, but he's not.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Anyway, we're gonna go around in the same order we usually do, so, yeah.
Alright. So, starting with me. Did I say it was a top 5? It's a top 5.
It's a top 5.
Yeah, you can see that.
The video
by
title
name.
probably covers
The title of the video, yeah. Okay. My number 5 is Ice Cap from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Okay,
thought
well, we do not share the Sonic level I was thinking of then.
Okay. I thought about doing Ice Cap from Sonic Adventure, but I hate the damn slippery pillars that you have to hold on to.
Yeah.
They're kind of annoying. And that whole section of the level is just kind of slow and not very fun. The snowboard part is fun, but the rest of it is just eh. But anyway, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles level is fun. It has a snowboarding section, even though you don't control it. It's neat, though. And the rest of the levels, just like a well-designed, cold, icy, not utopia, but
You almost went with Utopia.
it's not a utopia at all. But it's fun. It's got almost but not quite Smooth Criminal as the music.
Which is partially why we can never get Sonic 3 ported to other systems and remade.
Yes, and that makes me terribly sad. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good level. I just like it a lot. It's one of the better levels in the game, in my opinion. So,
Yeah.
what's that?
No, I was gonna say ice level done right, TM.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a thing where normally ice levels are garbage and terrible. We're highlighting the ones that are good and not terrible. So I'm done. Go ahead.
My number 5 is Ice Path from Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal and the remakes. I tried very hard, and I did eventually manage to limit one per series for my list. I had a few that I wanted to go through for multiple series, but I decided Ice Path is my favorite ice location from Pokemon, just because it has that really good music that is also used in Dark Cave and another location or two in the game. The sliding ice puzzle where you just kind of slide along and you have to kind of figure out how to move isn't too bad. I think it's pretty enjoyable, and you kind of get a satisfied feeling when you get through it. The Pokemon variety is pretty cool. It's where you can find Swinub, you can find Jinx on the lower levels. It's where you get Waterfall, so it's kind of iconic in the sense that you have a very important field move that you have to obtain. And it's long enough to feel like an epic near end of game dungeon without drawing itself out overly long. It's generally decent. I think Pokemon dungeons can be either too short or too nauseatingly long and require too many HMs or something. Mm-hmm. But Ice Path just hits a really nice sweet spot, and it just happens to be wintry as well. So that's about all I really have to say about it. It's just please, but maybe we could get more of those kind of levels.
But Cloud, don't you love Seafoam Islands and its garbage strength puzzles?
Seafoam Islands, I didn't even think of Seafoam Islands, honestly, when it came to the Pokemon ice levels. It's okay, but it's like I said with Ice Path is a sweet spot. Seafoam Island it drags too long.
Okay,
yeah.
Landon.
My number 5 is the Fendrina Drifts from Metroid Prime.
I had a feeling that was going to be on your list. It was on a lot of other people's when I was looking around.
It's cold.
It's cool.
No. Shadow's cool. He's the coolest.
I'm the coolest.
Yeah. Number one on all of our lists is just Shadow the Hedgehog himself.
Yeah.
The game.
The character, not the video game. Although, isn't that the coolest video game? I don't know.
There's no ice levels in it, though.
Yeah, drifts. It's, I don't know. It's just you start off in like these underground ruins, and then you kind of come up to the surface of the planet, and it's all spooky ice, and you're like, oh no. And it's like a main hub area that you end up going back and forth through, so it just kind of leaves an impression. And I mean, Metroid Prime does a really good job with the Prime series in general does a good job utilizing the visor, since you're playing in first person, so you get all those wintry effects and stuff.
You get like snowflakes on your visor.
Yeah, and so it's just atmospheric. Is like they nailed the atmosphere by going between these different biomes, and it is not necessarily a garbage area.
All right, cool.
Those were almost coherent thoughts.
Almost. I mean, that's our channel motto, isn't it? Almost
Yes.
coherent thoughts. Okay, my number 4 is
Four.
Freezy Flake Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Galaxy 1 also has an ice level. I forget what it's called. But I like this one more. So, whatever. It's just a really comfy, cozy ice level. You start off on next to a log cabin, and there's just like a bunch of like small planets that are really just very pleasantly winter. I love the music. It's got a nice accordion in it. The boss is kind of stupid, but that's fine. But yeah, no, it's just a really fun, enjoyable, happy level that's good. Yeah, that's all. Hold on, I'll figure out what that ice level is called. Never mind. Go ahead.
My number 4 is semi-cheating a little bit because it's not just an ice. It's less ice themed than it is the other themes, but it does have
Freeze Flame Galaxy. That's what it's called.
It does have ice based mechanics to it, so I cheated and I slipped in here. My number 4 is the Sonic themed Sonic level that I was alluding to, and it is Press Garden, namely Act 2.
I didn't even think of that.
I was debating what I wanted for my Sonic-themed one. I knew there was going to be one because there are a couple good ones. I was thinking about Ice Cap as well. But I ultimately went with Press Garden because, holy fuck, I just want to go off on a tangent and say how good of a game Sonic Mania is as a whole. But Press Garden Act 2 has this awesome musical theme, has brilliant level design, has this gorgeous aesthetic to it. It's got these cherry blossom trees, it's got some winter theme to it, it's got fucking ice, it's got ice mechanics that don't suck because you get turned into an ice cube and then you fly through the stage at super speed and break through shit. It's great. And then it's got Japanese shit to it for some reason. You're also on the outside of a warehouse that you weren't in the previous act. It's just it ravels so many things together that should be kind of weird together, and just it makes it all work out, and it's really good. It's probably one of the best levels in the game, and it is definitely my favorite Sonic Ice Winter themed level. And it's just so good. If you haven't played Sonic Mania, why haven't you? Go play it. This is the
Go
level.
watch our LP.
This is the level that
Or watch our review.
Yeah. Go do that, because that's more of what basically all that needs to be said. That's all I have to say about Press Garden, because yeah. Go ahead.
For some reason, I don't know why, but I thought both of your Sonic themed level was going to be Holoskis Nighttime from Sonic Unleashed HD.
Which is
I don't know why, but
No.
I thought that was going to be your guys' level.
Are you saying
Hey
it's worse?
Sonic, it looks like you can grab onto those pillars.
Alright, my number 4 is the Shiver region from Paper Mario. I say the Shiver region because just use it all. Fuck it. Fuck you if you want me to pick a specific part of it. I like Shiver City because, you know, you have the mystery, the murder mystery that happens in it with the Penguin Town. I enjoy the Crystal Palace because its main mechanic, it has nothing to do with ice, but it's a giant mirror that you have to navigate around. The boss for the Crystal Palace, the Crystal King or whatever his name is, I forget right now. He's a pretty fun fight. He has little ice bits that you have to take down, and then he makes clones of himself. All the music throughout the entire area is super awesome. So all of it. Just the Shiver region in general.
Cool. Okay, my number 3 is Phendrana Drifts from Metroid Prime.
Haha.
Oh.
I would have joined in. Yeah, of course. I would have joined in, but it was like later on my list, so I didn't want to be like, hey, I'm gonna skip my number 4 right here real quick.
Perfect.
No. Phendrana Drifts is, you know, the things that Landon said. It's a nice, like, not spooky, but like kind of like very, I mean, for lack of a better word, chilly atmosphere.
I mean, it basically does the Metroid thing where it's very, you know, atmospheric.
It's super atmospheric.
Yeah.
It just does a fantastic job of like making you feel like you're. It really makes you feel like Metroid.
It makes you feel like a Metroid.
It makes you feel like you're dying of hypothermia.
That's later on our list.
Yeah, no, it's just a really like nice. I love the music. I love the music so much. It's like one of my favorite songs in any video game, actually. It's just such a good level. It's like a icy, cold hub. There would be like when I was younger, there would be like times on like close to Christmas where like I would like start a new game of Metroid Prime just so I could get to the Phendrana Drifts and play through it. Just because I love the level so much. Yeah, no, it's just a great level. One of my favorite areas in the game, actually.
My number
all I have to
3 is World 6 of Super Mario Bros. 3, also called Iceland. I basically am going to summarize what I'm about to say here by saying pretty much for the reasons I said that Super Mario Bros. 3 is my favorite Mario game back in that video, go watch that, is why World 6 won out for Mario-themed Ice World, because I had a feeling one of those would end up on here. It is the first major time that you'll see, like, a concrete ice-themed world. It wasn't the first one, but it really fleshed out an ice world theme for Mario. And it does it in a way that I don't hate. The aesthetics are changed up from stage to stage because you do have some underground levels, you do have some above ground levels, you do have some set pieces that are totally different from the last one, which is why I like it so much, because there's certain Mario games where they use like a whole world's worth of ice levels and like they just kind of blend together, whereas like I can kind of remember the distinction of each of the levels for the most part. Like there's one that's just like your standard above ground ice level, and then there's another one where you're mostly up in the air and you have to fucking go under and above these platforms, and it's really tricky. It also is like really like it tests your skills a bit, but it doesn't like it's not insultingly hard either. It also is the first world, and I think pretty much the only major one in the game, where you have access to the Hammer Brothers suit, which is an awesome power-up, so that's another reason I threw this on a list. It's just, it's just, it was well executed, and I think that's why I like it so much.
My number 3 is Mountainous Retreat from Valkyria Chronicles 4. It is the battle from Chapter 7. Now, before you ask, yes, 2/3 of Valkyria Chronicles 4 is quote-unquote an ice level. Shut up. Leave me alone. I can choose whatever I want for my list, damn it. I chose this one in particular because it is the first level, really, when we dig into the to the ice, or to the winter part of the war for Valkyria Chronicles 4. And your squad just is coming off of like a really bad defeat in the story, and you are trying to make a run through a mountain pass during the dead of winter, and your supplies are running low, and you constantly have enemies showing up, and you have to just keep pressing forward. And I think some of the mechanics you have going on in that specific part of the game, you can cause avalanches to take out enemy tanks and turrets and stuff. And you have like little underground passages that you can go underneath to avoid fire and the avalanches. The map is designed really well. It's just a fun one to play through. It is like there's a skirmish match version of it, and it's one that I would go back to every once in a while, just because I thought the level layout was really fun to go through.
Okay. My number 2 is Snowland from Kirby's Epic Yarn. Any of the levels. You're gonna make me pick one? Fuck you. They're all amazing. I don't know, man. Kirby's Epic Yarn is an adorable, fun, adorable time, and I love it. And the Snowland is probably my favorite world in the game. Just all of the levels in it are they're just God
Yeah.
damn it, I'm so terrible.
I think Snowland was probably an honorable mention of mine. Isn't that the world that also has like a shoot 'em up level in it too?
I don't think so. No,
Or is that the
I'm
or
pretty
is that,
sure.
or is
I'm
that
pretty sure that
Spaceland?
I'm pretty sure that's Spaceland. Yeah. It has like a cart level in it, I think.
It has a cart level. Oh, it has like that level where like you go inside like the cabin house thing.
Yes, Cozy Cabin, which is amazing.
It is amazing.
And it's like, and then there's like also Evergreen Lift, which is just straight up a Christmas level. It's got like decorations and lights and trees, and it's amazing. Yeah, no, it's like the whole world is just really cute and really cozy and fun, and I love it. And barely any ice physics that are annoying. Also, you fight Dedede in this world, so that's cool. Yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's nice, wholesome fun.
My number 2 is the Great Glacier from Final Fantasy VII. It's a big area. It kind of encompasses like there's like it's near Gaia's Cliff. I don't know if you can really count Gaia's Cliff as part of Great Glacier, but it's huge. So there's like an area where you're kind of lost and you have to place markers to get around, and then there's various offshoot areas, including some caves. There's like a hot spring in the middle of there somewhere. It's really fun to explore. It has nice, quiet, quaint music, and it's at this point in the game where you're kind of coming off the tension of the first part / disc, if you played it on the PS1, where, you know, all that shit happens, and it's like trying to lower the tension, but it doesn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time, it still gives you that sense of, okay, you still need to keep going. It's also where you get to start doing the snowboarding, and the snowboarding is an awesome minigame in that game. It's just, there's so many cool things to find and do in the Great Glacier and around the Great Glacier section of the game that I couldn't not put this on my list, because at no point have I ever played Final Fantasy VII, and despite all the other games that have done like big, large ice areas that I didn't like have I thought, wow, I really hate this section of the game. Like, I actually still enjoy it. I played it recently, and I thought I was gonna hate it. I thought I was gonna jump in and I was gonna be like, this is gonna be excruciating. But no, it's so well designed, and everything is so pieced together so well that it doesn't feel like such a chore to explore. I really like it. And it ends off with a really fun boss fight too, so like that helps. That's all I wanted to say.
My number 2 is Lakeside Resort from The Last of Us. This is the Chapter 9 of The Last of Us. I don't want to go into a whole lot of detail as far as what's happening for the plot, because it is very deep into the story, and you're coming off of a lot of high-tension stuff here. Mm-hmm. But you do get to play as Ellie in this part, which is fun. And it is just... I don't really know... I don't know what I'd say to describe it, really, without, like, really diving into the plot a whole lot. You have a little hunting section that you go through, and there is a stronghold that you have to hold for a little bit while some infected are coming after you. I like those kind of like situations if they're done well, sort of like protecting the cabin in Resident Evil 4. Mm-hmm. That one's like a fun variant of that, but like this one does it really well as well. But the story throughout this section hits like a big emotional high. I always thought as well. I at least
the climactic end to that that chapter, which, you know, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but like it's deep shit. It's very, very deep.
The entire
shit.
game is deep shit.
Yeah, but like that chapter in particular is like really deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
God. No, that's that.
Shit, I hadn't even considered that for my list. Anyway, so number ones. Are you done, Landon?
Hold on, I have to go on about the level for another 20 minutes.
Okay, please do.
Okay. And that was 20 minutes of your life. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your words.
You're welcome.
We truly thought I had a burp. Yeah. I was gonna. Damn it! Oh well.
What exciting way to kick off our number ones!
Yay! My number 1 is Freeze Easy Peak from Banjo-Kazooie.
Wow, what a fucking surprise!
Wow, shut the fuck up! Shut up! I like Banjo-Kazooie.
I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of people's like one of their favorite ice levels, but tell us why it's yours.
Sure, it's I don't know. It's because it's good. It's well designed. I love the mission where you help the Christmas lights. Like literally, they're called like I forget what they're called actually. But like you help like the little like Christmas lights with eyes, because everything in this game has eyes. Get to the tree so they can light up the tree, and then you have to like fly through the star and you go inside the tree and you get the jiggy. There's you turn into a walrus, and that's, you know, you turn into a walrus. There's a giant snowman right in the middle of the world, and it's kind of creepy actually, but you know, it's still like it's still like a really fun and well designed world, and I love the music. The music is so good. And yeah, it's man, I don't know. It's just a fun time. I like it a lot.
Well, were you all set?
No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so not Banjo-Kazooie, but to build off of the good ice-themed level in a 3D platformer, my number 1 is the super bonus round from Spyro Year the Dragon and Spyro Reignited Trilogy. What's better than a fun, decently designed winter-themed level? One that is at the end of the game as a bonus level for 100% completion with tons of fun little things to do. After you beat the game, you have to collect all 149 at that point in the game eggs and all 15,000 gems. And then this level unlocks, and there's another egg and 5,000 more gems to collect. So there's 25% of the game's gems are hoarded in this one level, and you collect them both in the level and in a bunch of side areas where you get to do cool little mini games. Like you get to do another boarding race section where like you have like there's other ones earlier in the game. If you've played it, you'll know about it. But it's like it's basically like a racing thing, but you have like hoverboards. And then there's like an underwater section where you're like shooting stuff with rockets in a submarine. There's a couple of other like side things, and then it ends with a second boss fight with the main antagonist, and then getting the last egg. And it's a really nice way to wrap up the game, and it's so fun, and it was so well executed. It's such a rewarding feeling to get to the end of the game, just like it is in like the first Spyro game and the second Spyro game. You have like this cool bonus area, and that one just happened to also be winter themed, and it's one of my favorite Spyro levels, so it gets to the top spot of this list for me.
My number one was just the first thing that came to mind when I was designing this list. Sort of what happened in the last one too, when we did the spooky levels. But my number one is Snow Peak Ruins from Twilight Princess.
I thought about that one actually, but I decided against it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. So I went with this because I thought its concept for a dungeon in a Zelda game is rather unique, because you have a rundown manor that you're going through. There's a lot of lore that's just lying around in this manor, because, you know, the current occupants were not the original people that lived here. They're just kind of there using it as a shelter.
We're just hanging out.
Of what's left of it. Yeah. Of it, what's left of the ruins. It's at the top of a mountain, and it's a pretty fun area to explore. I like going around to the different rooms, and especially after you get the ball and chain upgrade that you get from that. It's a fun time. I enjoy the boss fight. She's a lot of fun, and I like coming back to the area later. Yeah, I like coming back to the area later for there's like a snowboarding race that you get to do.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so I enjoy the Snow Peak Ruins.
Yeah, it's a good one. Anyway, that was our top 5 ice levels, ice winter levels, whatever levels in video games. We hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.
Please share yours down below.
Yes, share your favorite ice winter levels in the comments down below. Or don't. We're not your parents.
Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this video under the tree for a loved one.
You know, I think we originally started saying subscribe, comment, shit like that, ironically, but at this point we just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
like, comment, subscribe, join us on our Instagram where you can.
We don't have Instagram.
Posts that he makes for the channel on Instagram.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Happy holidays. We hope you enjoyed. Have a good night. Have a good whatever holiday you celebrate. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.
Bye.